Naga Munchetty apologized to her guest today after she was forced to interrupt him due to the incoming Sue Gray report. The civil servant's careful investigation of the Partygate scandal was released today, providing findings that Naga labeled damning. Naga, 47, was speaking to her guests on BBC Radio 5 Live today when she had to suddenly interrupt proceedings, thanks to the release of Sue Gray's long-awaited report. The BBC presenter was speaking to the Financial Times political editor George Park and the New Statesman's Rachel Cunliffe about the Partygate scandal. Turning to George, she began to discuss the security of Tory seats in certain constituencies. She made reference to Tiverton, where disgraced Neil Parish was formerly MP before he was found to be watching pornography in the House of Commons. Naga asked George how crucial this was, to which he responded, "Well, I think that will be seen as a really crucial event. I mean, Tiverton is my hometown, actually, so I know it quite well. It's a rock-solid Tory seat, has been all my lifetime. 24,000 Conservative majority. If the Conservatives lose that, then there'll be lots of sucking of teeth. It's always difficult to tell when the mood is against a leader." At this point, Naga began to talk over George with great urgency. "I'm going to interrupt," she exclaimed. "Okay, I'm so sorry, I'm going to interrupt. This report has now been published," she told George and Rachel, asking if either of them had access to view Sue Gray's findings on a computer. "Sorry, George, for interrupting," Naga kindly added again, once the news had been announced. George, who was also in a busy office himself, took it in good humor. He told Naga that he had people waving across a desk at him, at which point the BBC breakfast host let him leave the show. Sue Gray's long-anticipated report details parties and gatherings that took place during lockdown that do not show Boris and his colleagues in a very favourable light. At the parties mentioned, the report notes that someone was sick, 2 people were involved in a fight and that the Prime Minister's son's swing got broken. In her conclusions, Sue Gray says that she had already found failures of leadership and judgment across both Number 10 and the Cabinet Office in her January update. She then expanded by saying that many of the events she had investigated were attended by leaders in government and should not have been allowed to happen. The senior leadership at the centre, both political and official, must bear responsibility for this culture, she concluded. Many will be dismayed that behaviour of this kind took place on this scale at the heart of government. The public have a right to expect the very highest standards of behaviour in such places, and clearly what happened fell well short of this,